Hey everyone, this is Ozzy with ShulSource, and this video is going to change your world. Today we're going to briefly and very specifically tackle one of the most common issues that people encounter both on the administrator side and on the user side with ShulCloud. It's really a simple but big problem, and so is the solution. Simple. So pay attention, and that has to do with public donations and challenges with logging in. In all my years working with congregations, large and small, this is the recurring and repetitive concern and issue that I love to tackle because, again, it creates so many challenges, but it's also so easy to fix. So again, the concern, folks that are complaining that they cannot log into the site, that they don't remember their passwords, public donations being put in, forms being filled out that end up creating multiple duplicate accounts, all that kind of stuff. If you've been under the hood of ShulCloud for any period of time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's stop describing the problem and start talking about the solution. It all lies in one area, which is the mail system. The mail system and the way that you create links is the difference between easy, smooth sailing when it comes to people arriving at the site and successfully using their accounts as themselves, and utter and complete chaos when it comes to forms, when it comes to events, when it comes to donations, and when it comes to maintaining a clean database where hopefully you have one record or one person and not multiple records all over the place. So without further ado, let's just jump under the hood and talk about proper link creation in the mail system. I'm going to share my screen and we will use Oh Hell Moshe in Baltimore as our demonstration site. And 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna throw that up onto the screen and here we go. All right, boom. All right, I'm gonna turn my camera off. Actually, no, I'll keep it. No, I'll turn it off. You don't need to see me, you wanna see the screen. So camera off for now. All right, so that's us. Check us out for more information and tips, ShulSource.com. That's ShulSource.com. We have a videos page that you can check out more tip videos like this, and you can also contact us to join our mailing list. So like I said, this is going to be really focused and really specific, so let's just jump right into it. Here is a sample email that has been created, and I'm going to very quickly demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about. When you create a link back to your site, for example, if you're saying sign up here, right? You're sending out an event, you're sending out a form, something like that. What a lot of congregation administrators and ShulCloud admin users and Shul office personnel are doing is they're creating regular links. They are intuitively, and it makes sense, I don't blame you, but they are intuitively hitting that little link button and putting in the URL where they want to send their email recipients. This right here is exactly where the error begins. What you need to be using is token links. If you see this little drop down here, this right here is your magic drop down. You switch this to token. When you switch it to token, another set of options come up, which is what kind of token. In our case, we're looking for the login link. The login link URL is this incredibly powerful tool that so many people are overlooking. What you're doing here down below, once you switch it to login link, you'll see that your domain will fill, and the only thing you have to put here is what comes after your congregation's domain. For example, if you're simply trying to send someone to the online payments form on every single ShulCloud site, pretty much, unless there's been some customization, that is payment.php. So when you're creating your link, you would go here and you would just drop payment.php. All right. If, however, you were interested in sending someone to a form, you've created a form for holiday signups or for some other program, what you're going to do is you're going to copy everything after your domain and you're going to drop that in here, okay? Starting with no slash, right? The slash is already built into the end of the .com over here. So forms, you know, all that other stuff. One more example, another form, donation page, same kind of thing. But this literally works for any page on the site. So personally, as a practice, I think you should drop people off on the site logged in all the time. Even if you're just sending them to the calendar, even if you're just sending them to the home page, why not? Get them used to being in the site, logged in as themselves, so that they see all of their options and they can tell and they can manage their own data. But again, the point here is whatever you're linking to if it's within your ShulCloud site, you should be using a token link. And the reason for that is that when this email message is finally sent, each and every recipient of the message, their version of the email will provide them a different, obviously in ways that don't matter to the regular user, but a different custom link that will take them back to your site logged in as their account, as the account associated with the email address that received that message. This is incredibly powerful, and this can be done in regular text links, as I've demonstrated above. The option appears also for button links. So if you're using the button display, you can switch right here, same idea. You switch the link type from URL, which is just your standard www. Where you're sending somebody to a regular web address, you switch it to token, and then you further switch it to login link. And the same exact dialog box is going to come up here, and you have to fill in only what comes after your Shul site domain. So for demonstration purposes, you should be aware that it's going to ask me to fill something in, so I'm just going to make it payment.php. All right, and the same exact thing can be done for every single image. So whether you're creating an image block section or you're just embedding an image into text, when you select that image and you turn on the link, you have the option to switch it from URL, standard URL, to the token link and then the login link. And once again, you're filling in the information that comes after your site's domain, and you will be sending every single recipient of this message to your site logged in as themselves. This, again, is one of the most common concerns that I handle with congregations. This is repetitive in nature. It keeps happening. It builds upon itself when it comes to challenges, when it comes to managing your data, managing your accounts. When folks are arriving at the site, not logged in as themselves to pay bills or to fulfill pledges, they're not seeing things that you've built. They're creating duplicate charges. It is, as you know, if you've been on the administrative side of ShulCloud, it is the thing that inspires nightmares for some Shul administrators. And this is exactly how you stop most of it. Of course, you cannot avoid someone just randomly going to your congregation's website and making a donation and throwing into the notes that it's to pay off their membership dues, and that comes in as public and it creates a duplicate charge, and those are things that are unfortunately unavoidable with the technology that we have today. They do need to log in, and that is a pretty reasonable expectation. But what you can do for yourself and for your members to alleviate that frustration is to make sure that you're always formatting your links as login token links, so that at least you knock out the vast majority of people arriving to the site so that they're already logged in as themselves. They can see their saved payment methods. They are already in their own accounts and seeing their own charges. And if they interact with a new form or a new registration, they're doing so within the account that already exists for themselves and for their family, and thereby avoiding a lot of headaches. I hope you found this tip extremely useful and you can implement it right away. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. This is Ozzy with ShulSource. You can learn more about us or reach us at ShulSource.com. Thank you so much.